Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and it's Sunday, so it is time for another episode of the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. This is episode number 54. Today is February 15th, 2026. Hope you guys are doing well. So as you know, we're going to go through pretty much everything Splinterlands. We're going to start with all the different tokens, the different packs, see how pack prices are going, and then of course go through all the different sets and how prices of cards are looking. So let's start with SPS. So, as you guys probably know, SPS has been kind of on a downtrend in the last couple weeks. As you can see, a month ago we were up almost at 9/10 of a penny. A couple weeks ago, down to 8/10 of a penny. Currently at 0.0059. So just under 6/10 of a cent for SPS. Vouchers are holding kind of steady. We're just under 1.5 cents, 1.4 cents to be exact. DEC continues to slide though. Kind of surprised. I thought we'd get kind of a bump in DEC and SPS price with the mini set pre-sale going on, but it's a great time to get DEC if you believe at some point in the future this is going to get a lot closer to peg. We're currently at 54 cents per 1,000 DEC. Vouchers, was surprised when I went through the numbers for vouchers. We're at almost 17 million. So over the last 15 days, we've gained 523, almost 524,000 vouchers, about 37,000 a day. So we are not burning very many vouchers at all for the new voucher card. So we'll see if this trend stays or, if things pick up in a little bit. I myself, I'm trying to accumulate more vouchers because I know there's going to be, I believe, 10 voucher cards released every year. So every couple, 3 months, we're going to look forward to 1 or 2 more voucher cards. So I definitely want to start picking those up. SPS burning. So over the last 2 weeks, we burned just over 280,000 SPS. You can see the total supply here is still well over 2.7 billion SPS tokens. All right, let's move on to packs. So starting with Alpha, cheapest Alpha pack on the market is $29.98. Over the last 2 weeks, 6 packs have been opened. Beta packs have seen a little bit of a bounce in price. 2 weeks ago, as you can see, they were just under $6.50. Currently, the cheapest beta pack is $8.75. Just under 20,000 beta packs left unopened. Untamed, this is a very good price for Untamed. So if you've ever wanted to open some of the older packs, get a chance at a Jotun, Kron, Kitty, all those fantastic cards, Untamed packs under $5 I think are a pretty good deal. You can get a new pack for about $4 or you can get one of those classic packs. So $4.50 for Untamed. You can see here just over 41,000 unopened packs. Dice has been trending up over the last month from $275 a month ago up to $398 currently. 4,700 packs available total there. Orb is still sitting at $4.95 a pack. Just under 6,400 Orb packs remain. Chaos Legion has seen a little bit of a bump in price. I've been noticing over on Hive, fewer and fewer have been relisted at lower prices. They're starting to trend higher, so then the resellers can't sell them as cheaply in game. Currently, you're looking at 38 cents. And it looks like pretty close to 40 cents is going to be the norm over the next week or two once the remaining amount of packs over on Hive sell out. This price is going to trend just a little bit higher. It's not going to skyrocket anytime soon. We still have over 1.5 million packs unopened. But the days of, 25-cent packs and all that might be gone. But Chaos Legion, it just feels like one of those things where it's always going to be between like 30 and 40 cents a pack, at least for the foreseeable future. Rift Watchers still holding at 93 cents a pack. If you can look here, though, over 700 packs disappeared off the market over the last 2 weeks. Still 107,000 remaining there. Rebellion is starting to dip a little bit from that $3 a pack average. Now we're down to $2.75. I think people are starting to think that, hey, Rebellion's days are kind of numbered. It's going to be rotating out sometime this year. So, Rebellion packs have been a little bit soft. Foundation packs, just under 9 cents. I believe they were about 8.8 cents earlier today when I looked. But they have been pretty consistently selling anywhere from 9 to 11 cents. So that seems to be the norm for Foundation. Okay, moving on to card sets. So starting with Alpha, we're just going to go through the low prices here. So Alpha Commons start at 30 cents, Rares start at $1.60, Epics 3.75, and then Legendaries start at $25. Gold Foil Commons, there is a Gold Foil Common for 11.52. That is the cheapest price currently. Gold Foil Rare for 150. Surprisingly, a Gold Epic starting at 120, a little bit cheaper. And the Gold Foil Alpha Legendaries have kind of disappeared off the market. There have been a handful over the last month, month and a half. Currently, there is only one card, one Legendary Gold Foil Alpha for $1,500. The promo cards have dried up as well. The only ones remaining are the Common for $4.22 and the Rare for $6.98. Okay, moving on to Beta. So your Beta Commons start at 5 cents, the Rares at 25 cents, Epics at 90 cents, and Legendaries $6.97. So you can see here, look at the floor for the Beta Legendary cards over the last month and a half. You went from, $5 being the cheapest to 5.5, and now almost 7. So those are on the uptick. The gold foils start at $2.30, the rares at $9, gold epics at $29, and gold legendaries at $250. And then your promo cards for beta, commons are starting at 28 cents for the summoner, rares at 33. The epic, this one really shot up in price, $19.95 for the epic. Red Dragon, the legendary is at $79, and then Prince Julian and Archmage Arius once again are at $500 a piece. For Gold Foil Common is at $272. The Gold Rare is at $31.92, and then the Gold Red Dragon at $400. Okay, next is Untamed. So Untamed Commons start at a penny, Rares start at 6 cents, Epics at 20, and Legendaries at $1.39. Gold foils start at 49 cents, the rares at $2.16, gold epics at $12.46, and gold legendaries at $80 and up. And then your key cards from Untamed: Kitty, $49.99, Llama at $22, Jotun at $19.89, and then Kron this week has shot up to $15. The gold foils have been drawing up. There are not very many gold foil legendaries from Untamed on the market, and we will definitely get into that in part 2. There is no gold foil Kitty or Kron currently on the market, and then the gold foil Llama is still there for 110, and the Jotun is still there for 165. And then your promo cards, Halfling Alchemist is down to 56 cents, Chain Golem $8.09, and then the Mighty Dricken $274.32. The Gold Foil Alchemist, $28.65. Gold Chain Golem is at $62. Okay, moving on to Dice. Your Dice Commons are at 2 cents. Your Rares are at 18 cents. Your Epics at 47 cents. And your Dice Legendaries at $3.35. The Gold Foil Commons, 67 cents and up. Rares at $2.77. Epics, $15.04. And gold legendaries from Dice, $116.50 and up. Okay, another small set, Orb. Commons start at 7 cents, rares at 27, epics at $1.06, and legendaries at $6.90. Gold foils, $2.54 and up. The rares start at $9.79. There are no gold foil epics once again, and your gold legendaries start at $2.50. So $250 is for the Lord of Fire gold foil. The Warlord is at $300, and then the Gold Corrupted Pegasus is at $5.99. Okay, next is Chaos Legion. So commons are 1, 2, yes, there's actually a common at 7 cents. We'll get to that in part 2. Rares start at 2 cents, epics at 10, legendaries at 49. This kind of seems to be the norm going back many, many months. I have noticed kind of an uptick, though, on some of the higher end legendary cards are starting to trend just a few cents higher. Also, the gold commons, the floor for those for ages seems to be 15, 16 cents. Last time they were at 19 and now currently 20. So the floor on some of the gold foils is just creeping up a little bit as well. So your gold foil commons start at 20 cents, the rares at 79, Your epics still start at about $3.75, and your gold legendaries just under $25 at $24.88. Okay, soulbound cards. So commons start at 4 cents, rares at 25, epics at 80 cents, and legendaries at $5.99. Gold foil commons start at 99 cents, rares at $3.77, epics at $12.50, and then legendaries at $79. All right, next are the promo cards. So the bear starts at 9 cents, Ruse at 13, Oshure at $19.80, Dr. Blight $5.56, Zerial at $7.15, Waka is at $50, and Lux Vega is at $1.40. And then the gold foil versions, the bear is at $1.88, Bruise is at $1.19, Oshure $45, Dr. Blight is at $40, Gold Zerial at $46.55, Gold Waka at $1,500, and look at this, Lux Vega gold foil down from $2,000 to $1,000. All right, next is Rift Watchers. So commons start at a penny, rares at 3 cents, epics at 19 cents, and legendaries at 79 cents. The gold foil commons start at 24 cents, rares at $1.14, epics at $4.65, and legendaries at $30. Okay, Rebellion is next. Commons starting at 2 cents, rares at 6, epics at 22, and legendaries at $1.35. Gold foil commons start at 35 cents, rares at 84 cents, epics at $2.84, and legendaries at $25.09. Soulbound cards, commons at 4 cents, rares at 14, epics at 74, and legendaries at $4.02. Gold foil commons at $1.19, gold rares at 4, gold foil epics at $17.67, and once again, no gold foil soulbound legendaries. And then some of the key legendary cards. Kai is at $2.20, Akane is at $8.46, Rage is at $21, Darg is at $9, Venka $21, Lorcus $26, Cryptic $14.40, Tofu is at $45, EMP $13.53, Nidhogger $23.55, and Risk Eldrath $8.46. And then the gold foil versions, gold foil Kai $28.61, gold Akane $86.34, Rage $115, Darg $42.90, gold Venka $289, gold Lorcus $150, gold Cryptic $72, and gold Tofu $537.78, gold EMP $160, gold Nidhogger $124, and gold Risk Eldrath at $119. Okay, now all the different promo cards. So we've got Grimbardensmith at $1.28 with the gold at $14.50. Mantaroth is at $17 with the gold foil at $399. The Enforcer's at 44 cents with the gold foil at $12. Baron Fiat $7.35 with the gold foil at 60. And I will be doing the giveaway, I think, later today. So stay tuned for that video for the channel members. So we will be spinning the Wheel of Names. Winner gets a regular foil, 1 BCX Baron Fiat. Okay, Mana Warden is at 19 cents. Gold foil Mana Warden is $1.81. Sanctus is at $1.55 with the gold foil at $8.91. Eleanor is at $21.99 with the gold foil at $498. Night Stalker, $1.21 with the gold foil at $7.83. Delia at $22.80 with the gold foil at $3.50. Rune Anarchist, $2.40 with the gold foil at $22.50. Rick Loneman, look at this price dip from $65 a month ago to $60. Rick Loneman, there is one for $29, but once again, no gold foil. Mary Put Mossmender, 75 cents with the gold foil at $8. Nefkid at $18.82 with the gold foil at $351.82. Ulfka at $3.58 with the gold foil at $200. Warborn Shaman is at $3.70 with the gold foil at $17.50. Fizbo at $24, gold foil is at $85. No Heloise the Hollow on the market currently. And then finally, Keelan Games at 88 cents with the gold foil at $10.25. Okay, next is Conclave Arcana. So commons start at 2 cents, rares at 8 cents, epics at 32 cents, and legendaries at $2.89. Gold foil commons start at 26 cents, rares $1.09, epics $3.66, and legendaries at $31.25. So a very strong price for the gold legendaries. Black foil commons start at $42. We're currently on mint number 137. Rares start at $125. We are on mint number 41. Epics $260, and we are on 26 mint there. And finally, legendaries start at $8.50. We are on mint number 12. Then the gold arcanes, of course, there aren't very many on the market. Commons range from $40 to $168.50. There's a single rare for $69 and an epic for $109, and that's it for the gold arcanes. For the black arcanes, commons start at $299 up to $474.59. There is one black arcane rare for $240. Okay, moving to the reward cards. So your commons start at 2 cents, your rares at 7, your epics at 43 cents, and legendaries at $2.72. Gold foil, commons start at 24 cents, rares at 54 cents, epics at $3.60, and legendaries at $26.98. The black foil cards start at $22, the rares at $39.99, the epics at $120, and the legendaries at $2.77. Gold arcane, commons start at $17, rares start at $28, epics at $77, and legendaries at $160. And then finally, the black arcanes, the commons start at $60, the rares start at $149, epics $179.99, and there is a legendary, a one of one, for $1,499.99. Okay, promo cards. So Skinwalker regular foil is at 74 cents. The gold is at $6. There is a gold arcane for $599. Grammel the Hunger 1128. Gold foil is at $73.93. And there is a black foil still for $1,200. Yabanus, just regular foil, is available for $56.95. And the airdrop cards. Zerk is at $8.42 with the gold foil at $51.94. Zarin is at $3.65. Calamity is at $8.62 with a gold foil at $49. Loving the Moo, $9.41 with the gold foil at $48.69. Captain Frankie, $11.54 with the gold foil at $69. Elowen is at $9.75 and the gold foil is $65. Okay, the voucher cards. So Tososhi is at $2.90 with the gold foil at $75.01. Dargatum, $19 with the gold foil at $190. Yabas Pickle, 12 cents with the gold foil at $1.60 and a black arcane for $360. Cloveria sitting at $3.49 with the gold foil at $26.50. Arena Fanatic, 94 cents with the gold foil at $7.60. And then Luckiest Longshot is currently at an even 50 cents. And then the jackpot cards. The common Shadow Comb is at 37 cents, gold foil $6.79, and a gold arcane at $219. The rare Busy Beaver is $1, gold foil $14.99, gold arcane for $290, and black arcane for $449. Okay, the other rare Runekeeper, 40 cents, gold foil at $7.60, and there is a black foil for $599.99. Hrolfka, the epic card, $4.10, with the gold foil at $48. And then the legendary Grix is $49 with a gold foil for $400. Okay, next is foundations. Commons, you can see here, commons and rares pretty much a penny. Epics 3 cents and legendaries start at 4. Gold foil commons start at 2 cents, the rares at 6, epics at 45 cents, and gold legendaries start at $1.50. The 2 starter cards are both down to a penny a piece. And then the epic cards, Lady Amara is at 7 cents. The Horse Tamer is also at 7 cents. Estelle is at 13 cents. Glimmermancer at 6 cents. Lenore, 9 cents. And Saltwater Mage, 28 cents. And then your legendaries, the Salamander is 7 cents. Celestial Guardian, 9 cents. Root, 23 cents. Musketeer at 30 cents. And the Scale Weaver is down to 70 cents. And your gold foil versions, Lady Amara, 48 cents. Horse Tamer, 70 cents. Estelle and Glimmermancer are both $1.20. Lenore, 58 cents. And gold foil Saltwater Mage, $2.45. Your legendaries, Salamander, $1.50. The Guardian, $1.70. Root, $2.20. Musketeer, $4.80. And gold Scale Weaver, $4.50. Okay, different foil variations. So your black foil commons, $3.40 and up. Rares start at 5. Epics start at 8. And there is a single black foil legendary for $77.70. The gold arcanes start at $5 for the commons, $20.50 for the rares. There is one epic for $150 and no legendaries. Your black arcane cards, commons start at $21. Rares start at $42.58. Epics start at $89. And then finally, let's see your jackpot cards. So the common, 18 cents for the regular foil, $2.50 for the gold, and $37 for a gold arcane. The rare thief, $1.98. Gold foil is at $4.68. Black foil is at $89. Gold arcane is at $50. The Epic, the White Chickadee, $1.49 with a gold foil at $16.20. And then Eris, the only one available is the regular foil for the legendary, $29.90. And then your land cards. So the common land card, $2.47. The rare is at $19.99. This is for a multiple copy. I believe this is for a level 2. There are no individual rare land cards on the market. The epics start at $19.50 and there are no legendary cards. The gold foil land cards, the common is at $35, the rare is at $65, and the gold epic is at $164. So that is it, guys. We have made it to the end of part 1. Of course, part 2 we'll be doing a deep dive into the card market. So if you guys like this content and would like to support the channel, over on Buy Me a Coffee, monthly membership is only $2 or $4 depending on which level you would like, or you can always just do a one-time tip just to kind of say thanks for all the content. Remember too, I do free giveaways every month and personalized videos for the silver members. So that is it, guys. That is it for part 1 of the Card Market Watch. Once again, this was episode number 54. For February 15th, 2026. So I will see you guys shortly in part 2. We'll be doing a deep dive into the entire card market. So until then, stay the course, keep on forging, and have fun. See you soon. Take care.